Many people know Randy Savage, but not everyone knows that his life was cut short by a tragic accident. How it happened and how we lost the WWE legend, you will find out very soon. In the heart of Columbus, Ohio, a star was born on November 15, 1952, a star that would one day illuminate the world of professional wrestling with his unparalleled charisma and athleticism. Randall Mario Poffo, later known to the world as the inimitable Randy Savage, was no ordinary child. His was a childhood as unique and vibrant as the man he would become. Young Randy was a bundle of energy, a trait that would become his hallmark in the ring. He was the eldest son of Angelo Poffo, a renowned wrestler in his own right, and Judy Poffo. The Poffo household was not your average home. It was a bustling arena of sorts, where the scent of wrestling mats and the echoes of cheering crowds were as much a part of the decor as the furniture. Growing up in a wrestling family, Randy and his younger brother, Lanny, were immersed in the world of grapples and body slams from a tender age. Their father, Angelo, was not just a wrestler, but also a promoter, running the International Championship Wrestling promotion. The Poffo brothers would often accompany their father to events, soaking up the electric atmosphere of the arena, the thrill of the crowd, and the drama of the ring. However, Randy's childhood wasn't just about wrestling. He was a gifted athlete, excelling in various sports. He played baseball with a passion, his powerful throws and swift base running hinting at the agility and strength that would later define his wrestling career. His baseball prowess was such that he was signed by the St. Louis Cardinals and played in their minor league system. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. An injury to his throwing arm redirected his path, steering him back towards the wrestling ring. Randy's childhood was also marked by his love for music. He taught himself to play the piano, and his musical talents would later be showcased in his wrestling persona, with the grand pomp and circumstance of his ring entrances often accompanied by his own compositions. This multifaceted talent added depth to his character, making him a true showman in every sense of the word. But what truly set Randy apart was his unique personality. He was intense, charismatic, and had a flair for the dramatic. These qualities were evident even in his childhood, making him a natural entertainer. He was the life of the party, the center of attention, and he thrived in the spotlight. This innate charisma would later translate into the larger-than-life persona of the macho man Randy Savage. His career start was anything but conventional, and his path to greatness was paved with memorable moments that continue to captivate fans to this day. After his baseball dreams were sidelined due to injury, Randy turned his focus back to the squared circle. He made his professional wrestling debut in 1973, adopting the ring name Randy Savage, a moniker that would become synonymous with excitement and intensity. His early career saw him compete in various territories, including his father's ICW promotion, where he cut his teeth and honed his skills. However, it was his arrival in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, in 1985 that truly set the stage for the Macho Man to become a global phenomenon. Savage's WWF debut was a spectacle in itself. He was introduced as the top free agent in professional wrestling, with several managers vying for his services. In a move that would become a hallmark of his career, Savage chose the lovely Miss Elizabeth as his manager, a decision that added a touch of glamour and intrigue to his character. Savage's early days in the WWF were marked by his intense rivalries and show-stealing performances. His feud with the likes of George the Animal Steele showcased his ability to tell compelling stories in the ring, while his matches against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat highlighted his exceptional in-ring prowess. Their WrestleMania III match is still considered one of the greatest wrestling matches of all time, a testament to Savage's athleticism and storytelling ability. But it was Savage's championship win at WrestleMania IV that truly cemented his status as a WWF legend. In a grueling one-night tournament, Savage outlasted the competition, defeating the likes of Hulk Hogan and the Million Dollar Man, Ted DiBiase, to capture his first WWF championship. His victory was a watershed moment, marking the rise of a new era in the WWF with the Macho Man at the helm. Savage's reign as champion was a roller coaster ride of thrilling matches and dramatic storylines. His feud with Hulk Hogan, dubbed the Mega Powers Explode, was a masterclass in wrestling storytelling. The two larger-than-life personalities clashed in an epic encounter at WrestleMania V, with Savage playing the role of the jealous, paranoid champion to perfection. But perhaps the most interesting and memorable phase of Savage's WWF career was his evolution into the Macho King. After losing a retirement match to the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania VII, Savage reinvented himself, adopting the regal persona of the Macho King. This iteration of the Macho Man was more flamboyant, more unpredictable, and even more captivating. His feud with the Ultimate Warrior culminated in a career-ending match at WrestleMania VII, a poignant moment that showcased Savage's range as a performer. Savage's career in the WWF was a testament to his versatility and adaptability. On the morning of May 20, 2011, the wrestling world lost one of its brightest stars in a sudden and tragic manner. Randy Savage, the legendary Macho Man, was driving his Jeep Wrangler near his home in Seminole, Florida, with his wife, Lynn, by his side. What began as an ordinary morning drive took a devastating turn when Savage became unresponsive at the wheel, leading to a collision with a tree. Paramedics rushed to the scene, but it was too late. Randy Savage, the man who had captivated millions with his charisma and athleticism, was pronounced dead at the age of 58. His wife, who had been wearing her seatbelt, fortunately escaped with only minor physical injuries. The news of Savage's passing sent shockwaves through the wrestling community and beyond, leaving fans and peers alike grief-stricken and disbelieving. An autopsy later revealed that Savage had been living with an undiagnosed heart condition. He had an enlarged heart and advanced coronary artery disease, with more than 90% narrowing of his arteries. This underlying condition resulted in a sudden heart attack, which ultimately caused the tragic accident. Toxicology reports also detected a prescription painkiller and a small amount of alcohol in his system. However, there was no evidence to suggest that Savage was aware of his heart condition or that he had ever been treated for it. The official cause of death was ruled as atherosclerotic heart disease. In the days that followed, Savage's family and friends mourned the loss of a man who had left an indelible mark on the world of professional wrestling. 5 days after his passing, Savage was cremated, and his ashes were laid to rest under a favorite tree on his property in Largo, Florida, near his mother's development. In a poignant twist of fate, Savage had requested just 10 days prior to his death that his brother pour the ashes of his beloved dog in the same spot. When asked why, Savage had simply stated that he wanted his brother to remember that spot, as he wished for his own ashes to be placed there as well. It was a final, touching reminder of the man behind the Macho Man persona, a man who loved deeply and lived life on his own terms. The wrestling world came together to honor the memory of Randy Savage, sharing stories of his impact both in and out of the ring. His legacy as one of the greatest performers in WWE history remains unquestioned, and his contributions to the world of professional wrestling continue to inspire new generations of fans and athletes alike. Though he may be gone, the spirit of the Macho Man lives on, a testament to the unforgettable impact he had on the world.